Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are an old subby, thank you for coming back. So as you can tell by the title, this is part 2 of my being single at 27 video. So I had a couple of questions that I wanted to go over with you guys. So I asked a lot of you guys on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat to kind of send me some questions and some things that you would want to be featured in this part 2. So thank you everybody who left me a question or left me a comment. Anything that has to do with being single and being 27 or being single at any age and dating in 2018. So big thumbs up if you like this video. Without further ado, let's get into this video. The first question is, but do you have to be single? My response is that I choose to be. Until I find what I'm looking for, I think being single is definitely the wisest choice. It's a little complicated when you're trying to get yourself into a relationship and you don't really know all of the things that you have to offer, or jumping into a relationship too soon is kind of detrimental to any relationship, I think. So yeah, I choose to be single. Okay, so the next question is, are you single and looking, or are you single and living? My answer is I'm single and living. I'm definitely taking a break from looking. I do peep things though. Sometimes when you are so fixated and concentrated on just looking for something in particular or very specifically, then you can kind of miss out on a lot of other things that are around you that you probably don't even realize. So taking a break from looking, getting to know a lot of people around me, really understanding people's personalities and what they have to offer, and then somewhere down the line I'll make my decision. So the next question says, I'll take you on a date. Give me like 6 months to plan though. So some people really overthink what it takes to really go on a date. What is your ideal date? You know, what do you think that truly makes you happy, or what are some great opportunities for you to really get to know this person? Sometimes where you can ask questions, or you can discuss like maybe a movie or go out to eat and figure out what is it that this person likes, what this person doesn't like, and you know, just go from there. But it really doesn't take that much. Some people really overthink dates, and anything could be a date. Alright, so the next question says, what are you looking for in a guy or a girl? I think that's the perfect question to ask. What are you looking for? It's always important to have some kind of idea of what kind of characteristics or what kind of things that, you know, turn you on or turn you off, or really things that you would really be attracted to in another person. For me, my definite idea of a perfect date would be someone who is driven and someone who's willing to build, someone who accepts what I can bring to the table, and who's a team player. The list goes on, but those are a couple of things that I really feel like are really important, especially now where I feel like I'm really working on building myself and, you know, just building a relationship that's gonna last for the long haul. So next, my friend Sierra, shout out to Sierra, on Facebook definitely decided to write me a little comment. She says, yes, queen, I'm right there with you. I used to get down on myself, and I still have my off days, because, you know, why am I single? Will I ever be good enough? But in all reality, I enjoy being single. It allows me to truly work on myself and to be my best self. And once I reach that, that's when we'll find each other. Can't be pressed about the future. Gotta live in the now. So I definitely agree with you, Sierra. I think that you have to continue to work on yourself first. You have to build yourself, and the right person will come along at that moment. It's kind of like, if you aren't fully there yet, if you aren't fully prepared to receive it, how are you gonna even know that it's in front of you, sis? Like, so thank you, Sierra. So next, my friend Danielle. Shout out to Danielle. She gave me a comment on Facebook, and she says that, you know, turning 34, she has no kids and is single. Some days she questions why, but I also remember I am amazing and will be a wonderful wife one day. Sometimes we have to be okay with dating ourselves and discovering the wonderful parts about ourselves. I truly love me and want someone that is going to appreciate all that I have to offer. So yes, Danielle, yes, because there's this stigma, there's this stereotype too, that by the time you're 30, you're supposed to have everything all together and be well established and, you know, be in a relationship. And there's some women who are definitely defying that. There's some people in general who are defying that, but for the most part, it's kind of a little bit more stigmatizing towards women. I don't know, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Do you think that this stereotype is kind of more common for women? Do you think in general people over the age of 30 are expected to have this kind of responsibility of having a lot of things together? So it becomes a little hard for those who are approaching 30 or 30 to really understand, hey, am I where I'm supposed to be? And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Next, my girl Lau. Hey Lau, shout out to you. She definitely left a comment and she says, "You know your worth, my love. I'm happy for you. The one that comes along has big shoes to fill in. God will give you an amazing man." Amen, and thank you. I'll take that blessing any day because I prayed on it. And a lot of times people don't understand how much they really are worth, and they don't know what their worth is. What do you bring to the table? What qualities do you know that you excel at? What are your strengths? Those are really things that you should keep in mind and, you know, embrace that as well. And the person who really wants to be with you will embrace those. That they would automatically be drawn to and attracted to your strengths. So know your worth. So on Insta, I got my girl Patrice. Shout out to you. So she says, "I feel the same way. Sometimes I feel rushed to get into a relationship just because I feel like I'm getting old. I'm constantly telling myself that my time will come, and just because people are in a relationship, it doesn't make it healthy." So definitely identifying what a healthy relationship is definitely key to building any relationship. So if it's not healthy, it needs to be worked on. And if it's not healthy and if it's not serving you, if it seems like something that will work out in the long haul, are you team single? Sometimes people are in relationships just because they fear being alone, or they don't want to be alone and they don't want to start over. So definitely understanding what a healthy relationship is and what's not a healthy relationship. So another question is, can we plan a chill date when you come back to New York City? So if you know me, you know that I absolutely love New York. I love everything that New York has to offer. I love the fashion, I love the places, I love the food. If you don't see me at a halal truck, I don't even know where I'm at. Like, the moment I'm hungry, I'm at the food truck. Healthy food goes out the window. White sauce on everything. It's life. Halal is life. So yeah, if you don't know me, then you don't know that I really love New York. So anytime I'm in New York, definitely hit me up and I would love to chill. Okay, so as far as location goes, I live in PA. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, so Brooklyn, what up? Yeah, so I definitely always love to go back to Brooklyn, and I go back to the city all the time. I go back to Jersey. I rep Jersey as well, so Jersey, what up too? Yeah, so those are my areas. But yeah, I live in Pennsylvania. So this next question is key. It says, what are your future goals? I feel like that's like the opening statement for every single conversation nowadays. Like, it has to be something that people are aware of. Friendships, relationships, whatever it is that you're about to begin with this person, you should at least know what their future goals are. Know what they plan on doing, know what their moves are, you know what they want to do. My future goals are, well, I just graduated with my master's, so let me just pat myself on the back right there, because that was hard. So shout out to everybody who's earned their degree, who's went to school, who made it through their programs and thought they couldn't do it, and you made it. Like, you made it. So class of 2018, hey. Yeah, so getting my master's was definitely a start, and working on getting licensure. My master's is in clinical mental health and counseling, and my idea is to get licensed and open up my private practice with due time. So yeah, and then therapy has been what I've been doing for you know, recently. Before I was in social work, I was a case manager and also a program coordinator for children in foster care. So I worked with children, and then before that I was a TSS. So I worked with a team of people who worked on behavioral disorders and any other type of physical or mental health disorders. So that has been something that I've been doing for quite some time now. So yeah, my future goal is to get licensed, open up my own practice, and build clientele, you know, the whole nine. Hopefully along the line I can also begin to start dating a little bit more. I've been kind of closed off to it, been turned off by it sometimes. Being a little bit more open, really sharing what it is that I feel is important to me, what I have to offer, and truly building with people and surrounding myself with people who are just getting it, like who have similar goals and who really inspire me to do better. That's what my future goal is. So this next one had me weak. I was on the floor, I couldn't get up, but she was definitely just facts after facts. And it's my girl Kayla. So Kayla on Facebook, thank you for your comment. About to get into this. So dating is frustrating, and for the time being I'm over it. I don't know where to go to meet people, and to be honest, I don't like going out like that. I'd rather travel. Because I'm educated, pursuing multiple ventures, always traveling, etc., men often perceive me as having it all together, being a no-nonsense kind of girl, and ultimately unapproachable. I'm always being told I don't know what to say to you, I don't know how to approach you, I don't know how to read you. But then the men that have the you know, the guts to approach me are usually jerks, only looking for you know what. People often say you are what you attract, and I find that hard to believe, because there's no way in the world I deserve some of the I've had the audacity to approach me. I don't know. Honestly, whoever I'm destined to be with, basically she's just saying that a lot of times you get sucked into being around people who aren't really who you thought you would be attracting. And I agree with you, because I am that definite type of girl as well. I love to travel. I have a lot of stuff together, and you would assume that that would steer the people who aren't interested away, but for some reason, girl, when you're dating some of these guys, it's just like the bold ones. So I hear you and I feel you, and I think that getting away from that, and while you're traveling, looking into different areas to meet people, you already kind of have a first hand, because if you see that the places around you, it doesn't have what you are looking for, and it doesn't appreciate what you have to offer, take, you know, your energy elsewhere. Waste your energy on people who don't deserve it, and who don't deserve your time, and who will take you for granted. I hear you. It's about time that you kind of take your energy somewhere else and travel. Do what you love. Do all of the things that you love, because that's how you're gonna attract the person that really wants to be with you, and who can recognize all of the things that you have to offer, and it won't be a question. So I see you and I feel you, girl, because some of the experiences just have been just that, an experience. All right, so we've got a guy's perspective here, and being single at 34. So shout out to my friend Raul. Hey Raul, I see you. I knew Raul back to my writer days, so I went to Rider University in Jersey freshman year, and this man has been someone who just opened my eyes to a whole new culture of everything. So spoken word to poetry to anything that it has to do with your soul. Thank you, Raul. So yeah, at 34, I feel you. I remain hopeful. I noticed that with my career in writing and organizing shows, great things have happened to me at the right time. If for some reason, you know, you can't engage in a friendship, just know that you'll find the right person at the right time. So thank you, Raul. And yes, I agree with you, because it's all about timing sometimes. You never know when you're gonna meet, you know, the person that you're supposed to be with. So you could just be walking to Walmart. I hope you guys have Walmart, because Walmart is definitely life in Pennsylvania. You could just be walking in Walmart, going down the aisle, looking for soap. I don't know. And then this other person is out there looking for soap. Ta-da! And it was just love at first, I don't know. But so, you never know. Timing is everything. Sometimes you can't really understand or appreciate or see what this person has to offer at that moment. And there's probably something out there for you that you just haven't been introduced to yet. So, Insta, my girl Gracie, Chris, shout out to you. You have been like the biggest supporter for some time on Instagram, and I just want to give you a shout out and say thank you for all the love that you give. And you have a beautiful family, and I, you know, continue to wish you all the best in everything that you do. So yeah, I just wanted to take some time out to say that. But yeah, so she says, take your time, babe. Don't let the world rush you. 27 and gorgeous. Everyone has his or her own time for everything. And I agree. I think timing is definitely everything, you know, so in due time, whatever that time is for you. And you probably meet someone who makes you feel like, what was I missing all this time? And why didn't I meet you sooner? And they'll make you forget that feeling of just being lonely or, you know, not understanding, and because they will get it from the beginning. So in due time, in the meantime, we gonna be single at 27. So this question is great. If you took yourself out on a date and wanted to have a big surprise, what would it be? Oh, my ideal date, for me, it would be definitely having like my favorite dish. So you guys obviously heard me talking about halal food, but anything, it could be anything. So a really great dinner, something well thought out, you know, just anything that you enjoy having. It could be a smoothie, it could be wine, it could be shrimp, steak, whatever you like. You know, take care of yourself and really indulge in that, and indulge in that with the other person. So my favorite dish, then ending the night with some self-care. I think self-care is so important. Like, people don't really understand how important self-care is until you feel like you're just burning out from doing so much. So self-care is, you know, taking a bubble bath, using some aromatherapy, face masks. Like, I really love face masks. It's unreal how many face masks I really try. So face mask, let's see, glass of wine, glass of champagne, listening to your favorite music. So I could listen to anything from Alicia Keys, Lauryn Hill, Neo. Just, it depends on whatever my mood is. If I want to dance, Trey songs, anything, I will do that, and I'll listen to that, and that will definitely put me in a good mood. And that's my idea of a good time. Okay, so the next question is, how many educational degrees will you work to earn in your lifetime? So after getting the master's degree, I think that I'm definitely taking a very long break from school. Think along the line, maybe somewhere down the future, thinking about getting my PhD. But for now, I really want to just take a rest, find myself, let the opportunities that I have worked towards now really unfold. Yeah, so maybe down the line somewhere working towards PhD, but I think for the most part where I wanted to go and for private practice, that suffices with a master's, and I don't really want to push myself way too much, but it doesn't mean that it's not something that's possible. The next question is, have you ever thought about meeting someone who lives abroad? Yeah, that goes along with my idea of traveling and really getting to know different types of people. If you feel like you're stuck, it's not your cup of tea, it's not your environment, you feel unmotivated, you really feel like you cannot be meeting your full potential, go somewhere else. Go to a place where you can feel that motivation and you really are inspired by the culture and the people that surround that culture. The environment is just something that's inviting to you. So yeah, I challenge everybody who is really feeling like not too impressed with everything that's going on in this area, or feel like I haven't found what I'm looking for yet. Travel, and maybe abroad. And I've always wanted to go to Paris. I've always wanted to go to Europe. I've always wanted to travel outside of the United States. I always wanted to, you know, go to Barbados, go to the Bahamas, you know, go on a cruise, go to different places. And I'm so excited about traveling. I'm so excited about meeting different types of people, because I feel like I've kind of been putting myself in a rock and a hard place, and it's harder to meet people that way when you are limiting yourself. So get out there, go get out there. So my next friend, Jennifer, hey Jen, that's my baby mama, guys, so shout out to you. She wrote, "You are gorgeous and so right. I spent 6 years of my life in misery. I was with a man who didn't love me. He was mean, he always cheated, he didn't treat me right, but I didn't want to be alone, so I stayed. For 6 years, I cried myself to sleep almost every night. It seems like people date today more for fear of being alone than being with the person that makes them happy." And I agree. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I'm sorry that things didn't work out, but recognizing that and understanding that can only help you at this point. It can only help you to really venture out and know that's not what I want. And you know, you will gravitate more towards things that would be more helpful for you and that would work for you in the long haul. So yeah, shout out to you. She has a daughter, so you know, you have room to show your daughter what it's like to really meet someone and lead by example. And that's a love in itself, you know, when you have all the love in the world from your daughter and from your kids, it kind of makes things different, especially when you think about bringing someone else into the picture. Okay guys, so that's all for most of the questions that I got. I thank you for everybody again for submitting those questions to me and those comments. And yeah, I really think that a lot of the points that you guys brought up were amazing, especially when it comes to just feeling limited or feeling like you haven't found what you're looking for, and being more open to traveling, being more open to meeting people abroad and in different areas. And I feel like just as far as being open and, you know, really challenging yourself to get out there, it could really open up a lot of opportunities in different areas. So for me, I think I'm taking this avenue of really just being more open and communicating with more people, and you find people who are more like-minded, and you find people who motivate you and who really inspire you to do better, and gravitate towards that, and you might gravitate someone else who just has a similar mindset. So I really feel like being single at 27, and it can be amazing. Like, you could really take this time to really find yourself and open yourself up to meeting new people. And it's not bad, you know. There are people who are older, there are people who are younger, there are people who are experiencing the same things and who are really afraid of, you know, really being alone. But only in being alone can you really find yourself. And when you find yourself, then other people can really respect that as well. So thank you for watching. If you really enjoyed this topic, give it a thumbs up. If you have a comment, leave it down below, and you know, I'll respond. I want to take this time to be a lot more open with you guys. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, that's it for part 2. If you think there should be a part 3, let me know, or if I should take this to a live session, let me know. So thank you for watching. Oh, and if you liked this video and you're not subscribed, come on, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, but join the fam, and I would love to have you a part of this team. So hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and hit the bell notification so you know every time that I upload, and you could be a part of the conversation. Thank you again for watching. Bye guys. Because being single and 27, you know, this light is bright.